Hi there, this is Karen Bentley with the Sugarfreeadvantage channel, your resource for healthy weight loss and healthy living on the sugar-free, low-carb eating continuum. We give you the resources, the information, and the inspiration that you need to finally be successful. And tonight we're going to be talking about how to get unstuck from binge eating and food addiction, a very serious problem for 50% of the dieting population. And to get unstuck, you need to make two decisions. You need to know two things about yourself. One, you have to know what you want. This is really important. If you don't know what you want, you're not going to get it. And two, you have to know what you believe about what's causing the binge eating or your food addiction. So let's go back to what do you want? What is it? What the darn carn is it? What are you trying to achieve or not achieve? One simple goal might be to continue binge eating, but to accept yourself as you are. Unfortunately, binge eating won't go away on its own. It doesn't get milder as you age. It's just going to stay with you until you do something about it. And if what you choose to do something about is to just live with it and accept it, that is fine. And I applaud you. The only challenge is that it's not going to be a one and done kind of thing. You can't just say, oh, I accept myself and be done with it. You're going to have to stick with it every single day of your life and forgive yourself and accept yourself and forgive yourself. So it's going to be an ongoing process. It's not like you just can take, the easy route here and do nothing. It actually is going to require some work if you want to just do what you want with food and your eating patterns and feel good about it. It will require ongoing affirmations for self-forgiveness and self-acceptance. And it's something you're going to have to do on a regular basis. But you can do it. It can be done. And if that's what you want, go for it. Another thing that might be wanted is to simply normalize your eating pattern, to simply not binge and not give a hoot about what you eat or what you weigh. Just a normal eating pattern. And if that's your goal, I applaud it. A normal eating pattern for me is eating 6 times a day. I eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I have a morning snack, an afternoon snack, and an evening snack. That's normal for me. Normal for you might be eating 3 meals a day and 2 snacks and following that pattern Monday through Saturday and taking Sundays off. Normal for you might be eating twice a day and having 3 snacks and taking 1 day off a month. So whatever is normal for you, you have to decide for yourself and then stick to it. And then the third variation on that is, do you want to also deal with the food component and your body weight? So you can do nothing. You can simply normalize your eating pattern and eat whatever you want and weigh whatever you want. Or you can normalize your eating pattern and be more careful with food and also normalize your body weight. So you see, it's really a broad decision continuum. What you want, you have to figure it out for yourself. For me, I wanted to normalize my eating. I wanted to be more conscious with food, and I wanted to normalize my body weight. So, I wanted all 3 of those objectives, and I gave it to myself. And, I couldn't make any progress until I knew what I wanted. And you can't make any progress until you know what you want either. And that's your first responsibility. You owe it to yourself to figure out what you want. They're all going to involve work of some kind or another. The first decision, the decision to accept yourself as you are and do nothing, requires ongoing work of self-acceptance and forgiveness. The decision to normalize your eating pattern requires the work of restraint. You can't just eat whenever you want. You have to follow your own rules. And the decision to normalize your eating pattern and your weight requires even more restraint, because you have to be more conscious and more careful of the foods that you're eating and how much of them you're eating. So that's the first decision. What do you want? The second decision, which is just as important, is what do you believe? is causing you to binge. There's a whole school of thought that believes it's just emotional eating, that anything that disturbs you is triggering you to eat, and that you haven't yet learned better coping skills. And so food is used to solve every problem, to bring solace, and to just get you through. And if you believe that, that is fine. That is not my personal belief, but it's the belief of many. And if you believe that, then you're not going to find the solution by what type of food that you eat. The solution will be in getting emotional counseling and learning different, more efficient coping skills. That would be your solution. So it's very important to figure out if you believe that emotional eating is what is causing this. The second school of thought is that emotional eating is just a piece of the puzzle, that it's one of the triggers that might be causing you to overeat. Another trigger might be that certain foods are causing you to eat, such as foods that have caloric sweeteners like sugar and high fructose corn syrup, and foods that contain powdery flours like typical white flour might be creating a response, a biochemical response in your body that is causing you to overeat. Another school of thought is that there are a whole family of triggers. So emotional eating, food triggers, extreme fatigue or tiredness, injury or bodily pain. Maybe you're just in a very stressed out personal life condition, in a place, a rock and a hard spot, and this might not be the best time to try to deal with food issues as well. So you have to figure out what you believe is causing it and how you want to tackle the problem. And then you have to pick the solution and the coach that aligns with that. So for example, if you believe that it's all emotion-based eating, you have to find a coach that is going to give you coping skills and learning how to get the drama out of your life and calm down a little bit. If you believe that it's part of the puzzle, you need to find someone who is going to incorporate many tools into your binge eating solution, of which coping skills are just one, but eating certain types of foods may be another. And, doing activities such as meditation or running to help you calm yourself down might be another. So you have to choose according to what you believe and what you are trying to achieve. And pick your coaches accordingly. If you don't think that food is important, or that the way you look is important, then you can choose a coach who doesn't give that a lot of value or a lot of weight. Or if you really do think it's important and you want to feel better about the way you look and you want to not eat certain foods because you believe that they trigger you, then you need to find that coach. And that coach is me. And I can help you with that. I do believe that, yes, we have emotional triggers, but we also have food triggers, and we also have other triggers. And I do believe that sugar, and especially flour-based foods, can set you up for a binge eating pattern. And if you'd like to explore that with me, I welcome you. And if you found this at all helpful, please hit the like button. And if you really liked it, smash the subscribe button and come back for more. I'll be talking about specific tools you can use in next week's video on binge eating. So bye for now, and I'm rooting for you. Bye.